I think he just wants to give you a hug, but if he gives you a hug, he's gonna take your chicken and eat it, and you need that chicken. Hey everybody, I'm KUSA. Today we're gonna take a look at Atic Atac. So Atic Atac is an interesting game. It was released in 1983 by Ultimate Play the Game, would later go on to become Rare. The studio that made, Donkey Kong Country, all sorts of excellent type. Okay, there we go. Now that's fixed. But before we begin, you'll notice that I do things different on this video. I am up here in the corner. Hello, I'm up here. I do not have my green screen this. So, Atic Atac. Maze game. So, things that we need to know about Atic Atac going in while I start this up. This is a very old game. I'm playing it on Rare Replay. I have access to a couple of tools, notably it lives, but I also have a rewind function by pressing the left trigger. Makes the screen go all like that, and it goes back. Some time frame. I'm not really sure the time limit for replay. Doesn't really matter. Anyways, where was I? Oh, yeah, so first things first, there are 3 classes. They all play the same. Real difference is the type of shortcut they take. So knights can take a shortcut through blocks. Wizards take a shortcut through bookshelves, and serfs take a shortcut through barrels. And I'm gonna play as the knight because the knight's the easiest to get by with. If I get a good layout, which I think I did, but I'm gonna go back. Alright, so you'll notice that my attacks bounce around the room. That's pretty cool. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for anyone except the wizard who magic balls, and we all know magic balls bounce off of things, right? However, the knight, for whatever reason, his axes bounce off walls, just like every other class's attacks. Next thing we'll notice is that enemies randomly spawn in. They're kind of annoying, but they're mostly just a minor hindrance. The more annoying thing is the fact that doors open and close randomly. So even when I know where I need to go, like I did right there, I had to wait for the door to open. That can be really frustrating sometimes, especially since our next point is, you'll notice on the right side of the screen, I have a chicken that is slowly getting, wait a minute, this is, okay, that's slowly getting eaten. And that chicken slowly is my life bar. So my life bar goes down as I wander around. Got my nose itchy. And it's generally a bad time. So anyways, I'm going to drop down here because I don't remember where this goes. But I need to go elsewhere. So I actually don't know where anything's going to be this time, so I just picked up a cross, which brings me to my next topic. There are a number of major monsters in the game. I think there's like 5. They are bad. Okay, they're all pretty annoying. Cross in particular deals with a vampire who spawns into randomly. You have the cross, he will run away from you instead of rushing you like a... Wow, okay, that's interesting. So I just found the green key, but it's in a room that I've never seen the green key in. This now means I can open doors that are green, obviously. However, you'll notice that when I picked it up, the cross moved to the right. This was as in game... okay, so I died. So you see now how easily you die. Especially when talking instead of trying to play the game. Anyways, you'll see that there are 3 inventory slots. I can hold. There are 4 colored keys and 3 large pieces, the key to the front door, which are our goal. Our goal is to get the pieces to the front door key and go out the front door and leave this house, this mansion. There are 5 floors to the mansion. The mansion itself is always laid out the same. However, where items are and whatnot is semi-random. I do not know, there's a set number of places where key pieces spawn, so on and so forth, but I don't know how well this is gonna go for me, to be honest. I really have no idea where I'm going at this point, because this is a layout I have not seen. Anyways, back on the topic of monsters, since I've got, since I kind of have to wander around for figure out where I'm going. Other monsters, that was really bad. Other monsters are, there's a mummy. I think he's distracted by a feather, because, I don't know, reasons. There is a demon in caverns, who, as far as I know, isn't affected by anything. There's a Frankenstein monster in the caverns, who you can kill if you are carrying a wrench. And there is, Igor-type monster, henchman guy, who blocks one of the rooms in which, one of the big key pieces spawn, so he's kind of annoying, for obvious reasons. But if you've got enough health, you can tank it, and there's a secret shortcut that you can take as the knight to get into that room anyway, without dealing with him. However, I'm gonna be able to do that. What? So the mummy took the thing? I've never seen the mummy in that room. So, full disclosure, I have attempted to record this video like 4 times today. This is the 4th, actually. My 4th attempt. I keep having technical difficulties, and it's really irritating. But I think I got them worked out, so here's hoping. Alright, so now I've got 2 keys. And here's the 3rd. I'm going to leave across because the vampire's pretty easy to dodge, and sometimes despawns if you leave that he's in. So, not too worried about the vampire. I am, however, worried about the fact that I have no idea where any of these keys are. Oh, so there's Igor. He's kind of chilling there. Good henchman guarding a door, I guess. I don't really know. So something that I haven't touched on is the fact that there is absolutely no background music in the game, so you get to listen to my lovely voice the whole time. And I'm not, okay, great, so I'm glad I didn't bother, like, finding the thing to get Igor out of the way and getting the blue key that would have been real pointless. However, this might mean that I have to go into the caverns, which is the one area of this game that I don't really know all that well, after having played a whole bunch of it. Becoming a very strange run. So I have beaten this game multiple times. However, I've only ever seen 2 patterns, and this one is not one of them. So, yeah? I really don't know what to expect out of this. Like, I have no idea where anything is going to be, but I have some inklings, I guess. So yeah, no background music, which I started to talk about and got distracted by Igor. Sorry about that. And I think that that is either a technical limitation of the hardware this game was made for originally. Because a lot of the older games that Ultimate Play the Game made all do not feature background music, only sound effects. So I think that might be a hardware limitation. But it could also be simply that this game is big. In order to save space, they simply opted out of having background music. I mean, that makes sense to me, but at the same time, given that they have much simpler games that all contain no background music, I'm assuming that it's a hardware limitation. Oh, are you kidding me? Whatever. I wouldn't be mad about dying if the door hadn't closed on me when I did. So, the room that I just went through the red door in, where I usually find the mummy, but he clearly wasn't there. Here's one piece of the big key, which is great. That means one of them is where I thought it would be. I'm like moving out of frame, aren't I? Whoops. This is real annoying. I'll get the hang of this setup eventually, but since it's my first video, you're gonna have to, with it, you're gonna have to cut me a little bit of slack here. So now that I know that that key piece is there, I'm gonna go up to the attic to see if there's one up there. I hope there is one up there. I also hope I don't have to go into the basement. Or not the basement, like the caverns. Caverns are below the basement. Because I get lost every time I go down there. It's real bad. But that's where you find the blue key usually. So if I'm unable to find all the key pieces that I need, I'm gonna have to. I really don't want to. So I'm not going to be using a whole lot of shortcuts, so okay, because sometimes they take you to different floors, I think. I don't know, every time I really, there's no key there either. That's interesting. So I now have absolutely no idea where to go. And I mean, I have most of the map of this mansion figured out. However, I gotta go into the basement, because I don't know what else I can do. Which is awful because I get really lost. So here's that demon I was talking about. He's kind of a pain. You just kind of run in circles around him, and eventually he'll, I don't know, stop. Not really, but you know what I mean. The door will open and you'll like, okay, good, I'm done with you. I did my thing. I did my time. Man, this is bad. I'm genuinely surprised that I have to deal with such a terrible layout again. Like, so every time I beat the game I had the same layout, to the point where I actually convinced that it wasn't even randomized in this version of the game to make it, I don't know, more playable or something. And then today I go to record and the game proceeds to prove me wrong every time. There's the demon. Instead, the vampire. So yeah, that's the vampire. He's I don't know, he's just a guy. I actually kind of want to show you the mummy again, because the mummy's face is probably my favorite thing in this game. He's the most disinterested looking mummy I have ever seen, and I think he just wants to give you a hug, but if he gives you a hug, he's gonna take your chicken and eat it, and you need that chicken, so I don't know. I don't trust that mummy to not eat my chicken. Anyways, we're gonna... I think I gotta find the blue key. That's really bad for me. the other hand, if I do find it, I can ditch the gold key, 'cause I think I've opened all the doors that I need. Or, man, this is frustrating. Not over here. Down here. Oh, okay. I know. But I'm probably wrong. This next room is gonna have Frankenstein in it. But then again, the room with the mummy in it didn't really have the mummy in it this time, so okay. Great, we got the key. So, now that I've got the blue key, I find more, oh, crap, there's Frankenstein. I can't do anything to out this for a minute. What? Die. Okay, so I guess he's gonna prove me wrong right now. And then die immediately when I say that. Great. The game is just bent on ruining my day. Very reminiscent of the first time I played it. I got lost in caverns for almost an hour the first time I played. And that was quote fun. So yeah, the game is really like archaic, but at the same time I understand all of the design, like all of the reasonings for their design choices in the game. Itching the red key and hoping I can find my way back out. So, alright, so the red key is in a very easy to get to place, which is actually nice. I can come back and get it after I drop this key. However, I'm gonna go grab the other key so that I have, and I'm gonna leave them by the door, that way when I find the third key piece, I can just grab it and get out. Not this way. Oh my goodness, I'm on the wrong floor, aren't I? Alright, okay. That's okay. I can be on the wrong floor. Guess I'm gonna rush my way back out. Vampire, trying to get out of here and not being agreeable at all. Okay, so now I can just say. So I'm gonna go back and get that red key again, because the red key is very useful. Certainly more useful than lack of having it. And I know where I'm going this time. So honestly, like, my biggest problem with the game is probably the RNG doors combined with the draining life mechanic. Because honestly, like, really, it's not, either one of them is that bad on their own. However, when combined, you can find yourself in situations where you're just going to die. There's no choice in the matter. You are going to die. And that's unfortunate for what is otherwise a relatively well-crafted, albeit dated, maze game. Now, Ultimate Play the Game made several other maze games that are similar but all very different in their own ways, such as Saberwolf. What else was there? There's Gunfright, and several other games. They're all on Rare Replay, so I'll probably end up doing a video about them at some point or another anyway. However, I don't know where else to find key. I don't think there can be more than one key on a given floor, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I've never seen more than one on any given floor, so there's that. Come on, door. Worst. And I was hoping that I would be done like 5 minutes ago, but I've ended up with this weird pattern that I have no idea for any. Alright. Well, so that room that I was just in is where I usually find the mummy. I'm a little upset that the mummy is not in there. But what can it? I think I'm gonna check the attic again, because now that I got the blue key, I might be able to find the last key up there and get out of here. If I can do that, that would be so great. Like, I had a pretty solid, like, idea of what I was gonna talk about while playing this, and I was like, there's no way that I'll end up with a situation where I'm gonna run out of things to say, and I totally have right now. I mean, I guess I can talk about the way that they kind of had to make these design choices to, I don't know, extend the length of the game. So something you gotta realize is that when this game came out, this was a AAA title. Like, this was a big deal. We're talking like 8s, 8.5s, 9s across the board in gaming magazines of its time. And that means, of course, that like AAA titles today, they had to keep in mind that, you know, they can only make like one of these a year. They want people playing it for as long as they can muster, you know? So in order to do that, they had to add mechanics that make the game more difficult or longer. And that's kind of where the randomized item locations come in. It adds replayability. The draining health mechanic comes into play because it makes it more difficult. You can't just wander around until you've figured everything out. Limited lives add into that, but again, rare replay, infinite lives, who cares? And further, the randomness of doors makes each playthrough take longer. You can't just, that combined with the randomness of where things will appear, you can't simply, plan out your route and then just go for it. Of course I die. So all of this kind of adds up to this much longer, beefier game than what they would have had otherwise. And I swear, if I don't find that last key piece, I'm just gonna do my outro. Call it, because it's really frustrating. Where was I? Oh yeah, so, you know, these are the kinds of things that, you know, AAA studios do nowadays to extend the life of their games, you know, DLC, locked content, that's a whole can of worms that I'm not gonna get into, but they're things that AAA companies in the life of their games, and even back then, they kind of had to do, you know, the same thing. They had to make these difficult choices, make design choices that explicitly are there to make the game have more longevity, I guess. And that's just a kind of a thing that, you know, it's just a thing. There's not really a whole lot else to say about it, but just because I understand their choices doesn't mean I necessarily like them. I personally like speedruns of games. This game is not speedrunnable. Not without heavy resetting, and it's not fun to watch. Who would want to do that? Let's grab the gold key, I guess. I wish I had even the slightest of an idea as to where I can find that last key. Because if I get it, I'm done. I just go back to the front door, assemble the key, go out, and I'm done. That'll be great. But it's gotta be somewhere here in the caverns. The only place I haven't looked almost everywhere. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I don't want any of this nonsense. So, this is probably my least favorite room in the game, to be honest. The demon plus 4 randomly opening and closing doors leads to not being able to go the direction that I want most of the time. I just... See what I mean? Now all the doors are closed. Okay, good. One of them opened. And I don't really... I wish I had a better idea. I died. I wish I had a better idea of what the cavern's map layout was. Because I really don't really... Shut up, Joey. I really don't remember a whole lot of, like, anything down here. That's fortunate for me. Ugh. You know what? You've clearly seen enough of this. I'm just gonna call it here. Anyways, I hope you all have enjoyed this extended look into the past with Atic Atac. It's an old game, but it's fun. It's not a bad title. Like I said, they made the choices they had to for them to maintain themselves as a business, to keep people playing their games. You know, driving sales, whatever. It's fun. I don't think I would enjoy it outside of Rare Replay because of things like this. I don't have all of the possible layouts memorized. So trying to do it without infinite lives would be really bad. Anyways, yeah. As always, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Did I talk too much? Did this drag on too long? Probably, but yeah, thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.